Good evening, teasers. How are y'all doing? Oh, this light is kind of bright today. It's working this today, look like. How's everybody doing this evening? Hi, Nina Wicklow. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Wu Cha, for being here. Hello there. I know I look a hot mess right now, guys. I'm getting ready to take a shower here soon. But I wanted to come on. I know I'm supposed to come on and do a little something, but I'm kind of tired. But just want to recapitulate on Marcella's live she had today. Um, is anyone down with discussing this today? We have to the first do our rebranding, and we have to talk about this. Don't y'all think so? Hmm. Folks in the bushes, please hit the like button. Queen Paradise, hi, how are you? You new, very interesting topic. Definitely not on no side. They all are giving full of hmm. That's yes, because I was definitely going to ask you guys' take on it, whose side you were on. Muchayo, hi Charlie, how are you? Thank you for coming. I'm not staying, dropped in to say hello. I'll catch the recap. Thank you for catching the recap. Please catch it and like it on your way out, Charlie. Thank you so much for just your support. Everyone that's in the bushes, you can come down out the bushes if you like. There's no harm here. Hi, Queena. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you all for putting the emojis up. That really makes me feel very good. It really does. It makes me feel very good. But I was just looking on the streets. I just came from, my daughter came to visit. She actually surprised me, guys. So I was in there with my daughter this whole time, and she's so beautiful. I wanted her to come on the video with me. She was like, "No, mom, I'm not going to go on your video." I was like, "Okay, well, I love you. I just wanted them to see how beautiful you are." But I got plenty of pictures of you, sister. Barbara Warren, the one time the bull chilling wanted to man up, she cop out. Amo. Hmm. IMO. Hi, Dukes. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness. I appreciate y'all popping in to say hi. I hope y'all stand up for me to get the view, please. Thank you so much. Denise Moran. Hey, how are you? Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I saw you on there. I really appreciate it. Kiki. Hi, Kiki. I miss you. I love you so much. I saw you earlier, but I still miss you. Joy, thank you. You're also always so supportive. All of you guys are always so supportive. I do have the video up on my phone, but I may get copywritten, or copy struck, so I can't play it. But I did take a couple of notes, and I think that we should see what's going on with this and kind of discuss it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I noticed that some of the people in Marcella's chat was against her. Some of them were against her, but after speaking with him. However, who noticed in the chat? Put a one in the chat if you noticed that he was kind of over talking everyone. That he was over talking folks. Put a one in the chat. You ask a question, and you want someone to answer you. However, when somebody asks you something, or well, when you ask them something and they're trying to say something, you won't allow them to talk, sir. You have to let people finish their answer. Yes. You have to always does. That's right. Number one, he always over talks folks. You can't do that. You need to let her complete her sentence. You are on her platform at this time, sir. Hey, my lovely friend, Edward. Hi, UM. I love that UMB, the UWM. Thank you, Deborah. I really like that. That's right. He was over talking, you know. And usually when people do that, gosh, these damn bots, y'all. They're coming in, these damn bots. I'll say this, Wuchar says, not one of them is innocent. However, Marcella is able to admit her faults and apologize, unlike So Deborah. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Wuchar, you're very right. She did admit her faults. She did admit her faults. And some of those people, I'm going to drop my mouth. Hold on. Oh, well. Some of these people, Barbara Warren said she wanted to see him get drugged, the boot style. Yes, I did too, because she did do for you, sir. She did do for you. I don't give a damn if it's $1. She did for you, you know. And I made a note that someone in her chat said, "Why Why did you have to tell everyone that what you did for him? She didn't tell everyone what she did for him until he came for her. When he came for her and gave hearing voices everybody's information and sat over there and talked shit with hearing voices in her and nosy old crew in the nosy old crew, then she had to come on back and let him know, hey, I have taken care of this guy. I have did stuff for this guy, and he has basically backstabbed me after all I've done for him. That's why she told, ma'am. That's why she mentioned what she has done for him. Thought about that, ma'am, who asked that crazy question? Yes. That's why she came on and said, let me tell y'all what I've done for this man. After he has doxed me and talked shit about me after I've done all this for him. So I'm going to tell y'all what I've done for him. And, he did not appreciate it. That's what happened with that. He didn't appreciate it. And now he said, I love Marcella. You know why he loves Marcella now? Because he needs something from Marcella right about now. That's what that is. And I really believe that. I believe he needs something right now. He think that he'll be able to go ahead and suck on her titty, like she said, grab on her titty and do it again. And if I was Marcella, I would give him a penty, not a penny, a penty. I would, which I whoop his ass and let him sit in the corner and cry. Yes, and I can believe some of those. They could have been some of his people that were over there in her chat talking shish. It could have been some of her people over there talking crazy to her, telling her she's becoming like Monica. Have you ever seen her act like Monica? No, I have not. As anyone else? And if you did, let me know in the chat if you think that she is turning into Monica. 2 people in her chat said that she looks like she's becoming Monica. No, she's not. Have you ever seen Monica do many giveaways and things like that? No, you have not. All she's trying to do is free herself of all this. She's trying to free herself of all of 2022, and she's trying to help her sisters and brothers out. That's what she's doing at this point. Yes, she gonna talk shit. She can talk shit. And yes, she is a Christian. We're all a Christian, but we're all a human, She said he refuses to take accountability and apologizes for his part or any wrongdoings. Definitely that. He refuses to accept his faults, the things that he has done, because he has been dirty, and he knows he's been dirty here lately. He knows it, but he knows that those other folks that he's been dirty with are not going to give him a goddamn thing. They're not going to do anything for him. And so he noticed that. So it was all for nothing. He noticed that it was all for nothing. See, why you do that? That lady helped you. But you burnt your bridge. You didn't burn almost every bridge, sir. You burned almost every bridge. Why? And that Sonny really was down with you. You messed that up. After you messed that one up, it was over for you. So, now I can tell you, sir, is the ass nosy hoe for some money. And you know damn well she's not going to give you shit. She wouldn't even give a woman $35. By 35 cents. She wouldn't give nobody nothing. And you were dedicated to her. You should have stayed dedicated to Marcella. That's what you should have done. And you should have never went out there and did her like you did her. Queen Paradise says, so Deb is operating upon a trauma little boy. Yes, he is. He has trauma. We all have trauma, honestly. A lot of us have trauma. But we don't let that get in the way and make us do evil things to people because we have trauma. I know it doesn't for me. And y'all saw me boo-hoo on here for my trauma. Y'all saw that. At Queen Paradise, I want him to sit down with a therapist so bad. I think that it's the only way he would be able to open his eyes. I believe so too. But first, he needs to get some help with the alcoholism. And I bet you when he gets that help for that alcoholism, it's all going to come back to him. And hopefully he will get better. Hopefully he will get better. Dream or nightmare, pick one. Love the name, and which I agree. Hello, everyone. Hi, Dream or Nightmare, pick one. Thank you for joining my chat. I hope you subscribe. I think you're going to love the content here. Hi, Trinity85. Hi, all. I love you so much. Which I say, hello there, Dream or Nightmare, pick one. Welcome, Dream or Nightmare, pick one. Welcome. Barbara Warren say, we as Black folks were born in trauma. Really, we were. We really were. But it's up to us to make the decision. We know right from wrong. We really do. So let's not say blame people for stuff, We know right from wrong. We know it, And I don't believe that certain things cause you to do things unless you just totally lost it. Because I have dealt with a lot of trauma, lots of trauma from abuse on down. And I sat here on my channel and boohoo. I had to private that video because it got really deep for me. You know, it did. It got really deep for me. I mean, I boohooed on here, but it doesn't cause me to mistreat my children. I mistreat anyone else's children or anyone else. It doesn't. For me, I think I'm a strong woman, and I pray that everyone other woman is strong as me. I really pray that of that for that. What y'all say? He's almost 40 years. He's an almost 40-year-old man, and he behaves like an 18-year-old. Yeah, it's because he's used to people. He's used to mooching off those, especially women. Some women, with the LGBT, they cuddle them and they care for them because they don't want them to be their feelings hurt or anything. And that's what I did with my little brother. My little brother doesn't act that way though. He does not act like him at all, and he never did. So that's where he's getting that from. I'm not sure. That attitude as if someone owes him something. Nobody owe you anything. You need to be a man. You need to start working and taking care of yourself, sir, instead of using these women and using folks for what you need and what you want. You have to go out there and get it, just like every other man. We try to say, Barbara said, right, Marie. So Deb is a user. He's a moocher. That's all he is. It's a user. He is, in my opinion, allegedly. He is. Kiki said, "This is a nightmare, and I don't sit with two-faced people." She said, "This is a nightmare. I don't sit with two-faced people." Okay, got that one, Mama. I changed my name. It's Mrs. To You already a sub. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. I wish you would let you sub under that other name. Hello, Joy Ferguson says exactly. Now, Miss Val came on to her show, and Miss Val, she wants to see peace. Oh, it's Miss Monique To You. LOL, I didn't even realize it. Oh, Miss Monique To You. Okay. Um, Miss Val came on, and she just wants them to have peace, you know, and because she's a holy woman, she wants them to have peace. But if it were me, I wouldn't want to fool with him anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would make peace. I would forgive him, but I would not forget. Hi, Bella's World. I will not forget. Period. I'll be cordial with him, but I would not give him another dollar. That's why he's still here hollering about, I love myself, I love her, because he wants some what? Money. Miss Marcella'S a good woman, a very good woman. And for him, for anyone to sit up there and blame her and say that she's acting like Monica, that pissed me off. And also, what they told her, so what he said, saying something that Marcella is only acting like Monica. Someone said Marcella should have, where they said that she shouldn't have told anyone what she did for him. She can tell what the hell she wants to tell. And she did not bring it out all long ago as she did give him this money. She never brought it to anyone's attention to what he started on her. And sometimes you have to defend yourself. Sometimes you have to defend yourself. Okay? And she was defending herself and letting everybody know, look, I have done for this man. I have done a lot for this man. And this man has went back and gave somebody my information. Are you crazy, bastard? How dare you turn your back on me when I'm the one who bought you clothes and did this? And I don't give a damn when she gave it to her. She gave you that shit over time. And the point is, she gave you something. That is the point. With your unappreciative ass. You are very unappreciative, sir. And he would not let her get a word in. Shut the fuck up. Somebody ever told you to shut the fuck up when somebody else is talking, sir? Somebody ever told you to shut the fuck up and you were on her panel. You were on her fucking channel. Okay? Shut up and let her do it. But you didn't want her to talk because you didn't want her to speak the truth. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm talking directly to you, sir. What y'all say? And that's your choice. And you're right, Marcella. Oh, it's Marcella in the chat. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. You're very welcome, Marcella. Hi, Fendi. A true friend would not blast what they did for you in anger. I understand that, Fendi. We understand that. But when you get blasted and you get doxxed, Fendi, how would you feel then? Hmm? With the most evil folks there is on this damn platform. We know that Nosy O was one evil child. Okay? Mm-hmm. But Kiki says, I would love to see the $7,000 receipt exactly how she broke it down. 3,000 rent another 2,000 for the rest. When so Dub asked her about that, it was a different story. Well, this is what Marcella said. Over time. She said over time. She didn't tell us, she didn't break it down either in Teresa's chat how she gave it to him. She didn't say $7,000 at one time, did she? She said she's giving him like $7,000. And it was broken over time. She calculated it. So what that means, she can claim his ass on her income tax. The point is, she did give him something. That was the point. And no, I understand what you're saying, Fendi, that she shouldn't have blasted him. But sometimes people take stuff too far. You know, they take stuff too far, and especially after you've done something for them. Really, you're going to talk about me after I did all this for you? You're going to go over there and talk about me? For what apparent reason, though? For what apparent reason? What reason did he have to go there to hearing voices and knows a whole now to talk about her? After she did that for him, he could have left her out of the mix. You think? That's what I say. Barbara Ward said, Barbara Booth Davis, sis, I'm not all in, but I can't stand for someone to take someone's money and then talk smack. But it's tax season. Yes, it's tax season. She's gonna claim his ass. He's a grown man, though. He is a grown man. And here, I'm glad you all are voicing your opinions. And this is a very neutral place. Everyone has a right to their own opinion. So definitely that. But like I'm speaking my opinion, some people think differently. And we're not here to argue with anyone. And we're not here to try to tell someone that their opinion doesn't matter or their opinion is not valid. So don't ever take offense, Fendi, or anyone. I'm just letting you know that this is the place to be to voice your opinion. That's all. Yes, you have a right to your opinion. Bella said, I'm still trying to understand all of this, so I'm just going to sit back and listen. Wuchao said he didn't even let her break it all the way down because he overtalked her. He did, Fendi. He did overtalk her, y'all. He overtalked her. He would not allow her to break it down and tell how she gave him the money and all that. Be quiet, child. Be quiet, sir, and let her finish. And if you were adult enough and mature enough, you would have shut up and let her finish. And Nisi had to come through to try to tell him, hey, let her talk, or you're going to talk, and, vice versa. But he wouldn't do that. He would not allow her to get one freaking sentence out. He wouldn't. He just wouldn't allow her to get one freaking sentence out. Would he? Anyone? No fish taken. Thank you. We're just chatting. That's right, Penny. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I have grown folks over here. I'm so glad I have grown folks over here. I'm so thankful. Thank you, Fendi. I appreciate it. I'm glad we have grown folks over here because we're having a conversation. But he wouldn't, though. He would not allow her to talk and finish a sentence. Let the lady talk. You asked her a question. She's trying to answer it, but you would not let her talk. Hello, Wendy K. Hello, child of God. He would not allow her to talk. He wouldn't let anybody talk. Even when Miss Val got up there, he was still running that big mouth. Be quiet and listen sometimes. You listen when you took that money from him. Be quiet. She did give you some money, and the point is she did help you at one point in time. She helped you. Marcella just needs to humble herself. She gets upset when people say she lied. Just because she apologized, it doesn't fix MT light. Good stance, Kiki. Yes, I think she has humbled herself, but when you said she gets upset when people say she lied, if it's the truth, then I think I would get upset too. If it's the truth, you get it? I would get upset when somebody tell me I'm a liar. So all of us, we really don't know exactly what happened. See what I'm saying? But if it's the truth, and I know it's the truth, I would get upset too when somebody tell me I'm a lie. You see what I'm saying? Once you get upset, somebody tell me you lying, you ain't got no Mercedes Benz when you do have a Mercedes Benz, you're lying. No, I'm telling you the fucking truth, but you're telling me I'm lying about my own damn vehicle. You get it? Stuff like that. Yeah. Then he said, by now we all know how he is. If they had taken 2 more minutes, he would have calmed down and they could talk. I'm not defending him. We just know how he operates. Okay, I don't really know how he operates, but I know that he drinks. And when sometimes people are drinking, that they have a tendency to continue to talk. That's why it was hard for me to date a man that drank. It really was because they kept blah, 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 and running their mouth and never listen, And that was a turn off for me. It really was very much so a turn off. So, who has time though to be waiting on him? He should be ready to answer the question and be done with it. Instead of us having to deal with him and wait for him to calm down and all that. Who has time for that? I know I don't have time for it, but some people may do have a lot of patience. I just don't. She Bob Warren said, I laughed so hard at his sore ass. Yeah, because he's a man. He needs to get a job, Fendi. He needs to take care of himself, y'all. He needs to take care of himself. He's a grown man. He's almost 40 years old. He's still playing games like a kid. I don't understand that. He still wants to mooch, but Marcella's not having it. I pray that she doesn't send him anything else. I really don't. I hope she don't send him a damn thing else. No woman should send him anything else. Sonny, nobody, because he's a man. You need to get out there and get it. Period. We all need help, sometimes. But when you take advantage and you don't do the things that you're supposed to do with it, that's on you, boo. That's on you. MTLE said he didn't seem drunk today. That was sober Deb. Okay, she said it was sober Deb. Okay, if that's sober Deb, then damn, I damn sure don't want to see him drunk. I tell you that. But Mr. Sober Deb was not allowing people to talk. And Miss AT Alien, if you ask a question, hi, boss bitch. That's how I say boss B. He just doesn't want to allow anybody to talk. Don't that make you feel not disrespected, but damn, let me say something. You're asking me a question, let me respond. You'd like to respond and respond thoroughly instead of somebody constantly, well, as soon as I say, well, so there, that's it. Okay, I didn't even get a chance to finish the sentence. She could have told him, she could have been telling him, I love you and I accept your apology and let's move on. She couldn't even tell him that because he was too busy over talking her. You see what I'm saying? He was over talking her. Let's see, a child is God say, I can't stand when people telling me I'm lying about something that happened to me recently. Yes. She said, he didn't seem drunk. That was sober Deb. Thank you, ATLN. I don't really know him that well, but I know that he was not allowing people to, talk, He wasn't, he would just over talk folks, and that's not fair to anyone. And they wanted to be fair with him. As you can see, they did want to be fair with him. They wanted him to explain himself or, say what he had to say. But when someone else got ready to talk, it was a problem. It was a problem when someone else got ready to talk. Was it not? It was a problem when someone else got a chance to talk. Marcella allowed him to talk because he kept over talking her. And then once he got quiet, she tried to talk again, and there he go again. It's like, sir, be quiet and let her finish her point. I think they can talk it out in private instead of everyone, because some people have a tendency, if they have an audience, then they're going to do what? Clown. So, but if it's in private, I got a feeling if it's in private, they'll be able to settle it. I really do. But as long as there's an audience, no, because he has his hoe over there watching, and he can't say the wrong thing in front of that hoe. He just needs to talk to Marcella in private, period, without an audience. What do you guys say? Wu Charles says by the time he has taken down, he was taken down, he was going after Miss Bell, and she was only trying to help and was actually taking up for him, telling Marcella to stay on top of their relationship. I figured he would do that. And Miss Val was very saddened by it. She was very saddened by it, and she really wanted to fix it. But he doesn't want it to be fixed. If he wanted it to be fixed, he would have listened. He would have listened, period. He would have tried his best to, let me be quiet and let Miss Marcella talk, and let's just do this. Let's just get this out the way so we can become friends. We're going into 2022. Let's just nip this in the bud and get back cool. But no, he just kept over talking. And now, as we see, he dogged Miss Bell out when she actually cried for him and she took up for him. And what did he do? Get right off of there, as she said, allegedly, and started talking about Miss Bell. That's wrong. He's dead wrong for that. You see that? Unappreciative. That's what I call it. Unappreciative. 25, 20, Trinity 85 say, fix it, Jesus. When we supposed to say, hey, there'll be a boss, not a bit. Then he was extended the invitation. They knew it wasn't going to be easy. Why would they not know it's going to be easy? If they knew it wasn't going to be easy, I would have never brought his ass up there, honestly. I would have never brought him up there, because if it's not going to be easy for her to have a conversation with someone and you're trying to fix something, I would have never brought him up there if it wasn't going to be easy. I would not have, because nobody has time for that. I would not have brought him up there if it was not going to be easy. I would have brought him up there. I would do it in private. Like I said, she needs to do it in private with him, because there's an audience. And like I said, people change when they have the lights, camera, and action, So he doesn't want to do it in private. Why? This is your opportunity you say you love Marcella, okay, and you want to be with her friend. Why can't you talk in private? Why you need to be on a platform to talk? I don't understand that. What you think about that, Miss Benedict? Why does he want to be on a platform to talk instead of being in private? He says he loves her. He wants to be a friend. Why you can't talk in private? Why you need an audience? You don't need an audience to do that. And like you said, it wouldn't be easy. Hell no. You ain't coming on my platform if it's not going to be easy. Oh, no. That's just me, myself. Charlie Carr said, be safe out here in these streets. He's talking about Bella's World. Bye, Bella's World. We love you. We say T. Allen said, he just need a sugar daddy. Yes, he does. He need a sugar daddy. Somebody, take care of him, because, it's just that he's got into that pattern of mooching, unfortunately, because he does mooch. But his channel was going pretty good until he got involved with who? That hoe. She took everybody down with her. But Marcella'S trying to get back up. And Ples is already back up. And Mission, they are up. But she was able to she's bringing them down slowly but surely. If he would not have a relationship with that hoe and all those evil people, guess what? His platform would go start back booming again. I'm telling you, I know it would. But as long as he's affiliated with those hoes, it won't. That's just my opinion. When they say have trust. Oh, Marcella'S still here. She said, y'all don't understand. I've done a lot. Our late night talks, I care so much about him. We have been friends before we all split to our own channels. He told people about my husband and personal medical. Why did he do that? After she helped him. I don't care if it was $1 she gave him. Why would you go over there to those hoes and tell her business? That's all I'm saying. Be appreciative, folks. If someone does something for you, be appreciative of it. If somebody tells you something in confidence, be appreciative and keep it in confidence. Can people do that anymore in these days? They say, I'm telling you something in confidence, that means it stays confidential. It doesn't go to hearing voices and nose hole. It doesn't go anywhere. And him, out of all people, I believe he should have kept it to himself. Anything regarding myself. I don't care what she did in the past. She helped you, sir. She gave you green money. Okay? She helped you. She helped you because she cared about you. And now that you feel that they don't give a shit about you no more, oh, you just gonna go dox them? Even Sunny stuck with you to the end, sir. She was the last one to stick with you. She was the last one to stick with you, and she hung on in there with you. Through all the apologies and everything you said you were going to do, she hung in there with you. And then look, what did you do to her? I do believe that he gave the information. I personally do believe he gave them the information because he's the only one who had it. Hello? I'm sorry this has happened to you, Marcella. I really am. Hold on, guys. I really am. Ooh, child. She said, hey, ooh, child. She said, hey, ooh, child. What apology? He doesn't apologize. No, he doesn't. And he doesn't accept accountability for what he's done and what he's doing right now. He needs to stop what he's doing by giving those evil-ass women information about Marcella or anyone else. He needs to stop. And then he will be blessed. His channel will be blessed. He needs to, like I say, not affiliate himself with those folks. Get away from them, so debonair, And if you do have a problem, get you some help, sir. And that counseling will come with that for you. You know, get you some help, sir. And then I bet you will be blessed. You will be blessed. We'll accept your apology. You're our brother. You're our brother. But you got to stop what you're doing, sir. You have to stop it. It's going too far, and you don't like to listen. It's called hard headed. Hard headed in a motherfucker. Just like a kid, they hard headed. Some kids are hard headed. You're acting hard headed, sir. Think, think about it, sir. Think back to when these women were helping you. You need to think back to when these women were helping you. You need to think back and be appreciative of it, and tell them thank you. Because I bet you didn't even say thank you. I bet you didn't. I Miss Auntie said it seems misogynistic. I talk over people. I normally stop when reminded. He don't care. Oh, that's what you said, Miss Auntie. He doesn't care. And it's just sad that he doesn't care because, again, you wanted to have a conversation. You wanted to have a conversation. And a conversation goes what? Both ways. Not just one way. It goes both ways. The conversation should be both ways. Not just only you up there yapping and telling what you want to tell as your truth. Let the other person respond. And it's respond in peace without you interrupting. That's all I'm saying. He needs to stop interrupting folks, and he needs to say thank you every now and then to folks. Barbara says that over talking and is his character. I saw that when he was a guest on Monica's channel. So many people say that's his character. Yes, BFF in my mind. That's her talking. Bella's World, true too. I'm just listening. Yeah. Marcella'S said he will call me when he's ready to talk, which is good. I'm so glad he'll call you because he doesn't need to be on a platform discussing this. No, don't get on a platform again with him, Miss Marcella, to discuss this. Boss B said he always overtalk people when he has no valid point. Very much so. I saw that. But Miss Marcella, I would not discuss him any longer on my platform. Like you said, it's a final chapter, And when 2022 comes, if he has not contacted you, I would definitely just leave him the hell alone. I would, if it were me. I would let him make it. Sir, you're a grown man. Make it on your own. You're not my child. You're not my child. You're not my brother. You're not shit to me. I tried to help you. And what did you do in return? You doxed me. You tried to talk shit about me. You gave those folks information about me. That was wrong. Everyone on the chat, that was wrong for him to do. Period. To someone who helped him. Now, if I'm wrong, put a one in the chat if you think I'm wrong. If it was the fact that after all those women helped him, including Sonny, and he went over there and gave all that information over to those bitches, was that wrong? Put a one in the chat if you think it was wrong, because I damn sure think it was wrong. I don't care how much of a child like he is. He's almost 40 years old. It's time for him to get him a job and get a life for himself and make a life, make his own life. It's time for him to stop mooching on folks and living on folks, Hell, I'm sorry. My kids don't even do that. And they ain't even near his age. Don't even want to come home. I be wanting them to come home. Don't even want to fucking come home. They pay their damn bills. Wuchai said, I agree. They should talk behind the scenes. But he said if it wasn't on live, he didn't want to talk. Why do you need an audience, sir? I bet your old girl told him he better do it online. I bet you that hoe told him to do it online so she can see the outcome of it. And she probably told him, and tell her this, and tell her that, and tell her this. Still listening to that hoe like as if she's somebody important. She's not anybody important, sir. You need to handle your business on your own, sir. And you need to, remove those bitches out of the picture between you and Marcella when you have the conversation. Period. She's not important. What she said is not important, and I don't give a damn. That is why he fell out with people over players. He was drunk and kept talking. Nothing changes. I understand, Mrs. ATILN. I wish he would get help. I really do. I really wish he would get help because he seemed like he could be a good person and he had a good channel going for himself to get involved with that hoe. Like I said, when whoever gets involved with that hoe, whoever's around that hoe, they shit go bad. You notice that? Oh, yes. Bella's one child of God. Me too. I still don't know, understand everything. What you need to do is you would need to watch Marcella'S last live to get a feel of what we're talking about. We're actually doing commentary on Marcella'S last live, and it had Debonair on there. Just take a look at that video, and then you will totally understand what's going on. Child of God in Bella's world. Support Marcella'S channel and go there, and you will see it. Okay. And you'll understand what we're talking about. Miss Tia and Stan, 100% correct. Excuse me. 100% correct, you said. And I'm glad he's going to call her when he's ready to talk. Kiki said, that's right, windmill for that money. See it for what it is. Let's see here. Fendi, Miss Val should not have come in and have been let in. Okay. She offered a one-on-one conversation. She let two people in the mix. That's understandable, Fendi. Totally understand that. It should have been one-on-one. True. Absolutely. I think Miss Val was trying to come in and be a mediator. That's what I think she was trying to do, be a mediator, because, they kept going back and forth and nobody would let each other talk. So Miss Val, I think she tried to step in as a mediator, but it did not work. It didn't work. So like I said, they need to talk on the phone in private where they can get it out, or meet somewhere in private where they can get their emotions out and get their stuff out. That's why I believe, yeah, you're right, Pendy. I think they should have done it by themselves, but I think Miss Val stepped in as a mediator. She loves both of them, and she tried to help, and I was going to say it in Spanish, but like cool off the tension and get each person to talk separately, but it didn't happen because he was not allowing it. And if he can't do it in person, in private, then he doesn't need a conversation because she gave him the money in private. Not only did Hey Dreamer nightmare, yes, she says you're her BFF, Big Bob. In a Noah Glow says, and Marcella Booth. She talked to Marcella, and Marcella Booth, I understand where you are coming from. Some people have different perspectives because they go through it. She said some people has a different perspective because they go through it. She said, let me read this again. And Marcella Booth Davis, I understand where you're coming from. Some people have different perspectives because they go through it. True. Some people have different perspectives, and that's what we're here for. We're grown, and we're going to boss our opinions, When they say no mess, that's right, no mess, At Bella's War Media, that's why I'm listening. I never heard so dead before. I know he's a liar and rude, LOL. Because they didn't, in the Noah Glow say, because they didn't go through it. No, that's true that. True that. Kiki says, Barbara said, Kiki, well, if it's that easy, I want some money too. If it's that easy, she wants some money too, she says. Most people would want to be in private. That's right, when it came, most people would want to be in private. So I don't understand why he wants to be on a platform to talk. I don't understand that, sir. Why do you want to be on a platform to talk? I'm really thinking that woman told him not to go in private. Well, I really do. And Trinity 85 said, in my humble opinion, all of this could have been done behind the scenes. What's the point in bringing this here? That's right. I think it should have been behind the scenes as well, and not turning it into a show, sir. It's not a show. This is serious. If you want a relationship with Marcella and y'all want to make amends, I think this should be in private. This is serious. This is not something for YouTube to discuss, sir. I really don't. Why do you want to be on a platform to do that? Are you trying to get clicks and views or something? I don't understand. You're on Marcella'S channel at this point. Unless you're just going to go over there and take it to your channel and play it and do some kind of, commentary or something. I just don't think it was I just think you need to be in private, period. And you do owe people, They both owe each other an apology if they did anything wrong to each other. But I know one damn thing: she did help you, and you should have been appreciative, and you should not have talked about her. You should have just said, "Nah, let me let that go. She did. That woman did help me." You know what I'm saying? So cool. I'm just gonna let bygones be bygones. Period. Queenie says, if he do talk to Marcella off the YouTube, he's going to twist the story up on his channel. That's a good point, Queena. Very good point. And if he does twist it, Marcella know what to do. Definitely don't fuck with him no more. Definitely. Me personally, I would have left his ass where he was from the get when he went over there and gave those hoes my information. I wouldn't even try to talk to him. That's just me. I would not have even tried to talk to him. Because, yes, God said we have to make amends. She can forgive him, but she can't forget. You don't have to be his friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, she doesn't have to be his friend. She doesn't have to do a fucking thing for him with him. You know what I'm saying? But that's the person she is. She's trying to, get him his talk and his word. But no, me personally, I would not fuck with him anymore. That's just me. Marcella says, offended. He wanted to come up, and I said it needed to be respectful. I saw that. I can't allow him to disrespect any woman too much because he is very disrespectful. And I've seen him be disrespectful. I have. I've seen him be disrespectful. And I've seen him not take up for women, especially us. I've seen him do it. So there's no excuse, honestly. Like I said, he's a grown man. And this is it. Marie, she opened the public door to address it. She could have called him instead. She scheduled a live. Yes, she scheduled a live. But let me see here. Was a live for her and him to I didn't catch that. Was it live for her and him to have that discussion, or did he just pop up in the live? Was that the reason why you had the live, Miss Marcella? Was it for you and him to get things together? Or was it just your live and you were just discussing things and he just jumped in the chat? Does anyone know? Did he just jump in the chat? I think he just jumped in the chat. I think she did schedule her live to discuss these YouTube streets and what's going on. And she was just in the final phase of it, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, he just jumped in the chat. Kiki said, Miss Warren, all you got to do is sad fish. What's sad fish? I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. Sad fish. I'm late, Kiki. You got to teach me these terms. And then we're going to dream a nightmare. Pick one. Hey, hon. Yes. She said hi. Kiki, you made me LOL for real, Barbara say. Yeah. When they say shameful. Be about hand and no glow. ATL, he likes attention. People ask, and he gives up the info for acceptance. He has issues. If he has to do that for acceptance, right? He does have some issues, And I pray that he gets better. I really think that he needs counseling and to go to a center where he can get the help that he needs, And I hate he's been through trauma. We all have, a lot of us have been through trauma. A lot of us have been through abuse. But the only way you're going to get the help you need is not on YouTube from other people or different women. You need to go to a counselor, seek professional help, and they can help you. I'm sure they can. Like I said, I think I'm just a strong woman, but remember when I was saying, oh, I'm a strong woman, it never hit me. It would, I'm so strong. I never thought about it. But what happened to me on that channel that day? I broke. I had a fucking breakdown on here. I had a fucking crying breakdown on here because I thought I was so strong, but the memory came back to me and I fucking cried my eyeballs out on this channel. And I had to private the video. I had to private it because, I thought I was so strong. And what we do sometimes is that we try to block stuff like that out of our mind. We block it out of our mind for years. But it came back to me that day on this channel. And so I had to private the video, Yes. And I thank y'all for hanging in there with me and praying for me because everybody know that I'm a strong woman, but I'm a woman, we have feelings. And that really hurt me. Those memories I came back to me and I boo-hooed on here. I had a fucking breakdown on here. I did. But I'm glad I got it out and I'm glad I talked about it and I'm dealing with it. You know, Marcella, she 50 said, Marcella Booth, you know how your friend operates. You know Val coming up was going to set him off. I'm not on his side. I'm just saying we know our friends. So Val we have set him off. Yeah, because he really wanted to talk to Marcel by himself. I understand. And like I said, Miss Val was probably trying to be a mediator. But I still think that this needs to be handled in private, period. Not on a freaking platform. No, this is a serious relationship. It was a loving relationship at one time, and it was you know, a ride or die relationship at one time. So this needs to be discussed in private, not on this fucking platform. I'm sorry, it does not need to be discussed on YouTube at all. And they don't need to mention it. But like Queen said, he may go to his channel, he may record it. He may record the conversation. You get it? And then put it up on the platform. So be careful, Marcella, of what you say with him because he may record it. Hopefully he comes sincere. He comes to you sincere. Hopefully he break down crying and tell you that he's very sorry. I really do. I hope he breaks down and say he's sorry and thank you for helping him. You know, everybody has done wrong in their past, and people have apologized, including Miss Marcel. She's apologized for what she did. When are we gonna let it fucking go? When are we gonna let it go? All of us have done wrong in our lives. All of us have done something wrong in our lives. And we have to let it go. And we want people to forgive us, right? We want people to forgive us. But we have to learn how to forgive others. We're not the fucking judge, jury, and what executioner. We're not. We have to just, accept people's apology and move on. We have to learn how to do that. We can't just continue to beat people down because they lie. And then when they apologize, it's a problem. No, that's not right. That's backwards to me. Period. Because I drugged Marcella, and I apologized to her. And I was very thankful that she did accept my apology. Because you don't want to go to hell, and you don't want to walk around with an X on your back saying that you're a hateful bitch and that I just don't. That's just me. Shadow God says, excuse me. Exactly, Marie. What happened to be great, to being grateful. Right. What happened to being grateful and thankful for what somebody's did for you? But you got some of those folks out there. They're called scammers. You got some of those folks out there that would try to eat you up to your last goddamn dollar. You hear me? Continuously beg and beg and beg and beg. Next thing you know, you find out they talking about you like a dog. That's happened to me. I used to have a girl that moved out of town, beg for every day. Lord forgive me. Not talking about woman beg for a whole damn bag of sugar for Kool-Aid. Really? And you have a whole husband around that corner? And then come to find out, and I gave it to her, gave me everything I asked for. And guess what? I found out she was talking about me like a dog. See? People are unappreciative, But that don't mean stop giving, guys. That doesn't mean stop giving. I'm just saying that, be wary of who you associate yourself with. Be wary. And Miss Marcella knows she's learned that she was wrong for hanging out with those type of folks, those scandalous type of folks. And I bet you she didn't hang with them kind of folks before. But we live and we learn. I don't hang with fucking scandalous folks. I don't like to deal with them. I don't like scandalous women. I don't like women that go out there and trick folks and scam and all that. I don't like that at all. The next one says, in the Noah Glow. Sorry. Every time I hit this thing, it does something wrong, guys. It's not a bitch. That's in the note speaking. Wu Child said, being an adult. If you don't want something to be thrown up in your face, stop taking handouts. That's right, guys. If he didn't want it to be thrown in his face, you continuously taking handouts. Guess what? And again, what did I say? Marcella never brought it up. We never knew that, did we? Did we know that she had given him money prior to the other day? No. Until he what? Fucked her over and went over there and gave her information to those folks. And sometimes we have a tendency, I know it's not good to retaliate, but sometimes, boom, some people do retaliate and say, hey, motherfucker, you did this to me. Well, I'm going to show everybody what I've done for you. Some people are like that. And we try to lean away from that, as good people. We try to lean away from that as good people. But, when you get to, to a point to where all this money I've given you and you over here talking about me like a dog, giving these people my information, how dare you? That's where that came from. How dare you? Kiki says, Barbara, I'm never a fool for it's a money grab. She said, Barbara said, Barbara, I'm never a fool. It's a money grab. As much as she did, I wouldn't want a dollar. All money ain't good money. Hmm. Yeah, she did do a lot of wrong. She did. She did do a lot of wrong, Kiki. She did. You know, and I really don't know all of what she did, Kiki. I really don't. Um, we don't know what a lot of people have done in their lives. We really don't. I don't know all what she's did because the way that they're explaining it is like she did something really, really derogatory. Now, I know that they were doxing folks. I'm not sure Marcella was a part of that or not. But again, she came, she repented, she apologized for it. We got to learn how to accept apologies sometimes, because like I said, if something happened to us and we've done something and we want to apologize, we will pray that they accept our apology, especially to the good Lord, right? Right? If she talked to God, I think it should be okay. I'm sorry. I think it should be okay if she apologized to God and repented and she said she was sorry to everyone that she did it to. You know, I'm not sure what else she's done because I really wasn't into that sham investigation as much, but I know she did do some things, and you know, and he's done some things, and like I said, we can forgive everyone. If everyone would apologize, we can forgive everyone, including Sodeb. We can forgive him. You know, it's just that I don't think we should hold against them for the rest of their lives. We shouldn't hold things against people forever, like hold grudges. Because life is too short for that. It is. It's too short for that. It is. Life is too short for that. To hold grudges. It's just too short. I used to hold grudges like a motherfucker. I did. Oh yes. And then I had to break it on down because I know if you continue to hold grudges, bad things happen. No luck. Don't hold a grudge, especially to someone. Um, well, we don't really know the situation. I don't know the full situation. All I can say is that I do accept anyone's apology if they do apologize to me, for what they did. But we will never forget. You get it? We may accept your apology, but we won't forget. You know. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm an angel in the ears. If you apologize to me, I'm fine and dandy with it. No, I still have feelings. I do have feelings, Kiki, about my situation. And they apologize and everything. I still have those feelings. I will never forget. You know. So, but I had to accept the apology because when it's time to go to the gates of heaven, hopefully I enter them. You know. Uh, Barbara Warren said, "You spoke wisdom at Wu Child." See what Wu Child said. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back up here. Wu Child said, "Be an adult. If you don't want something, stop getting thrown. Stop being thrown. If you don't want something to be thrown in your face, stop taking handouts." That's absolutely right. And I don't, like I said, I don't think she wanted to do that because she held it forever. Miss Marcella held there forever. She did. She could have been came out and said what she gave him, but she didn't. But until he started what? Doxing her and telling all those folks her business. He should have kept that to himself. Period. You know. Panther Queen says, "Hi everyone. Hi Panther Queen. Thank you for joining us today. We're about Fats Wu Child. Yes. Wu Child said, "Hey there, Panther Queen." Panther Queen said he's a narcissist, and I can definitely believe that. You can see it all in his tone and his actions. And I know some of y'all are his friend on here, and there's nothing wrong with being his friend. Nothing at all wrong with being his friend. I'm just saying that your friend, he should have, been more appreciative and at least not go over there and talk about her to someone else, especially after she did things for him financially. That's all. He could have kept that to himself. And then you want an apology? You want her to accept you back in her life after you've done that to her? Same thing with Sonny. Sonny is done with him. She's done with him. And I don't blame her. She's done with him. She's done with him. And I wouldn't be bothered with him either. I would let him make it, baby. You didn't fuck that with me. That's it. I love you, but goodbye. You're a man, and you'll be all right. Mm-hmm. And then I was going to say, daily, what a sympathy, and I don't have to give. I don't either. I don't have it to give because he, first of all, like I said, he's a man. Secondly, he's unappreciative because what he did to her, even though they all were doing wrong shit, but between him and her, she gave him funds. She helped him out. And that's the way he repaid her. Because we know he didn't give her a dollar back. We know he didn't give her a dollar back. But that's the way he repaid her by going over there to that the bowhead bitch channel and that cliphead bowhead channel and giving them all her information. Calling her broke and everything else, but you took money from her. If she was so broke, why would you take her money? Hmm? Why? I'm just saying. Yeah, I believe he's a narcissist. Barbara Warren said he's preparing to call Marcella with a cry out and she would need to cash out him. Yeah, he's going to do it. And I pray she doesn't give him a dollar. Please, Marcella, don't give him another dollar. Don't. Because you don't have to buy friends. And, I'm just saying, I'm not saying you necessarily buying friends, but you don't need him. You need to let him make it. Honestly, Marcella, accept his apology. He'll accept your apology and let him move on. Let him move on. Because I think it's a motive behind it, to be honest with you. I really do. I think he needs something. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Okay. I think he needs something. That's why he's reaching out. Come on, I think stop tripping shit. Duke says, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going through every comment. Duke said he would never take accountability for his crap. And y'all are right. He overtalks. He always done that, even when he would call in on ATTE's channel. I can believe that. I seen it tonight. Oh, I seen it. And I seen it previously on Sunny's channel. I've seen him do it. Shut the hell up. If you shut that mouth, maybe people will forgive you and maybe you can get some more assistance and help around here. People will help you. But you talk too damn much. Shut it up. Just shut it up and stop talking over there to them hoes about people's business. You're going to have to disassociate yourself with those folks because that's why you falling flat on your ass too. Honestly. I mean, you ass folks. God don't like ugly. He's a jealous God, huh? Barbara said in a no glow. True. True tea. Ms. ATLN says he needs to use his ICDC certificate to get back on the radio and step away from the beef. I would say so too, Miss ATLN, Mrs. ATLN Stan. You know why? Because he's a good, YouTuber. He's a good YouTuber until, like I said, he associated himself with those hoes. And see, once he did that, fucked his reputation up. It's fucking up his channel too. He again, sir, if you're listening, you need to disassociate yourself with those folks over there. You need to disassociate yourself with them. And I believe that you will be able to get you some help and counseling because you're hurting, So once you get that counseling, you'll be fresh and ready to start and make your money and go to the top. But right now you're losing because you're associating yourself with evil ass folks. I'm just saying. Allison Grayson said, "How you guys? Hi, Allison. How are you? Be a boss, not a bossy bitch. I'm gonna get that name right one day. I call her be a bossy bitch. He likes his hard head, but hates his soft ass. Oh yes. Didn't I say he was hard headed? Very hard headed. Shut the hell up, sir. Shut up and learn how to listen to these women that you got your mouth on their titty. Shut up and listen to them. You can learn something, sir. You can learn something. If you be quiet, then maybe you'll be able to, be accepted again, and be treated with respect again. Because right now, no one's respecting you because of the things you're doing and the people you associate yourself with. Sometimes it's the, what I want to say, God, I be forgetting my words now since I had that surgery. It's the, come on, Marie. Perception. The perception. And you may be a totally nice guy. But the perception right now that you're presenting is like, This guy here is a moocher. He doesn't care about anyone. All he cares about is himself. He wants to drink. He wants to talk shit. He wants to go dox people. He wants to give people's information to hoes and tricks and stuff. And so now he's the type of guy you don't want to associate yourself with. So that's why I was saying, sir, please disassociate yourself with those folks and get you some counseling. I bet you go to the top. Angel B. Hi, Angel B. How are you? Just stopping in to show support. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I have no idea what's going on, though, she says. I watched Marcella'S last video, Angel B. Marcella Booth's video, and then it will give you all the information you need. Absolutely. Woo child say, my rule of thumb, don't lend out what you can't afford to lose or not have returned, and don't ask for what you don't expect to be brought up again out of anger or malice. Interesting. That's true. That's very true. Very true. I think that it shouldn't have been brought up either, but sometimes we have a tendency to get mad. We're human. We have a tendency to get pissed off, and he pissed off, he pissed off for what he did, and not making up excuses. Some people get pissed off, and hey, everybody have their own way of dealing with stuff, um, it just ended that way. We just found out that she had been helping him, but I wouldn't give him another goddamn dollar. Please don't give him another dollar, please. He's a grown man. He's almost 40 years old. It's time for him to get on his own. Am I right? He needs to have a job, guys. He needs to get him a job. He needs to take care of himself and get out of folks' house. Uh, Allison, thank you for joining the chat. Allison, thank you so much. Make sure all you guys like the video. Like this commentary, please. Thank you. If you like it, please hit the like button. Charlie Carr said, dude, exactly. I saw that last night on Sean's live. He didn't let any of those women talk really. I didn't see that. I need to look at that live. I didn't see that. Miss ATL said, Wucha, you are right. I fall out with people and don't even remember what I gave. I gave because I wanted to do it. Miss ATL Stan, I'm the same way. I am the same way. When I do lend money or give someone some money, I don't expect it back. I think we're alike, ATL. I don't expect it back. I don't go and say, hey, you got that $15 down on you, I need it. No, I never do that. Never. So, and I never lend out more than what I can afford. Like Wucha said, if you have, you have it. But I always try to help, but I can only give so much of what I can give. But I never expect it back. That's why I don't even ask. And when they ask me, can they borrow? Here you go. But I never ask for it back, ever. Angel B and Wucha, hey, love. Kiki. Go Kiki. She said, just think this was all in the name of players and how Monica spoke to her. 6 months later. Isn't that something, Kiki? 6 months later. That's why we're rebranding my channel. Right there. Because it's like, gosh, when is this shit gonna end? This avatar shit gonna end? When is it gonna end? 6 months later. You made a good point, Kiki. A good point. If I was Marcella, I would not fuck with him anymore. And I would not give him another goddamn dollar. I would accept his apology and thank you, sir. And please and thank you and goodbye. And hell no, I'm not going to cash out you a damn thing, sir. Thank you. I want you out of my life. I forgive you. And don't even tell me you can't forgive, Miss Marcella, if you're still on here. Don't even tell me you won't forget. Just say, I'll forgive you. But you can't forget it. You can't forget it. Just X them out your mind. We're going into 2022, like Miss Marcella said, and we're moving forward, guys. We're moving up to the fucking top. That's where we're going. Come on now. Oh, Miss Marcella here. She said, final chapter. I'm done. I got work to do. That's right, you do, Miss Marcella. You do. And we thank you for joining us. Oh, yes, we do. Final chapter. Let's end it, y'all. And again, on this platform, everybody has their own opinion, and I would never knock anybody's opinion. I'm just saying my opinion, and everybody's they're pitching their opinion, But that is my opinion, Marcella. I would say, ace that motherfucker out of your life. Thank you for your apology and goodbye. Do not associate yourself back with him. I would not. That's just me. That's my opinion. Fendi Wu Child, good policy, baby. Wu Child be saying that, honey. Wu Child says it, you know. But I won't fool him no more. Pat the Queen said, "Hey Marcella, Wu Child says, please make sure you follow Universal T with Marie. Yes, follow me, please. When the case say one, that's right. Dukes and Child of God. I know him from his days on Monica's channel, and he has always done that. I mean, who got time to be overtalked? That shit is rude too. You know, like I was talking about people coming on people platforms earlier, trying to promote their channels and stuff. It's rude and it's disrespectful, and it's rude and disrespectful for somebody to overtalk someone. You need to allow them to finish speaking first, and then you come in, and they need to shut the fuck up while you talk. You get it? Am I right? That's how a conversation goes. You know, it's not a one-way side. It's not a one-side conversation. It's a two-person conversation. Uh, and a lot of y'all know him, and a lot of y'all know that he does overtalk, and I've seen him do it on the platforms that I did see him on. Child of God says one. Thank you, Child of God. I love you so much. Thank y'all for participating in it. When the case said he's wrong, I know he's wrong. He's gonna lie and say he did not do it. He know damn well he gave Sonny number to someone. He did, and we know he did. We have no proof, but I personally believe that my opinion is that allegedly he did it. Because she said he's the only one who had her number. And why would you do that after this woman has helped you and was down with you, rode or died with your ass, rode and died with your ass to the end? She did. That lady Sonny did. She rode for him. She really did. And it's just sad that people can backstab you like that. And that's where I told you my naivety would come from. I was so naive to people thinking that they were all nice. And then, boom, they fucking kicked me in the ass or stabbed me right in the back. Every time when I was younger. I had to learn the hard way. Now I don't be fucking around trusting no goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? I know. I don't be trusting too many people at all. But see, it's like I got a fucking ESP or something to know kind of motherfucker, y'all. It's the things you say, too, and your mannerisms. Just check their mannerisms and the things they say. Be a boss B say, he definitely was wrong. Yes, he was, be a boss B. He was definitely wrong. Absolutely wrong. And I don't care what nobody say. He was wrong. Oh, man, don't move too fast, Marie. Shit. I'm trying to get to everybody's comment. Hold them up. I'm gonna start here. Miss ATN say, I forgive, but when you become a certain age and you don't keep giving your time, talent, and treasure to people who don't deserve it. Yes, Miss Marcella, don't waste your time. And any other woman, it's just the same thing with a man. You try to, continue to be with a man, and you can tell this motherfucker don't want you. You know what I'm saying? And you continue to put your time and effort in it, cooking for this bastard. You know what I'm saying? Screwing him. Even though he doesn't show he's not making love to you, he's fucking you. So you know the difference between making love and what? Being fucked, right? So, same thing here. If you feel like somebody's trying to screw you over, or they are screwing you over, it's time to release them. Don't let nobody use you. Don't. And that's in all aspects of life, not just a man or, all aspects. Don't get got. Let's see here. Miss Inano Glow says at MTL stand exactly, hon. Yep. Wu Child says a kihi I see. I'm sorry I missed that comment, guys. I went down. Beer Boss B say hit the like and subscribe button. Please do. Hit that like and subscribe. Because we're doing commentary right now. Okay? Good morning. And reaction to Marcella'S video. That's what we're doing right now. And I think the conversation is going really smooth. And I love it that everybody in here is adult and everyone in here can say their opinion. And some of us may not agree, but guess what? There's no arguing over here. We're talking, we're having a conversation, and I love it. Kiki said, Wucha, I'm going to the bushes. Thank you, Kiki, for joining us. I hate that you're going to the bushes. Miss Kiki, let's get to doing business this week, huh? Kiki's a very intelligent woman, and I think Kiki knows way more than what I know, and Mrs. ATL and Stan. I think they know a lot more than what I know, but I'm just giving my opinion on from what I've seen recently. I don't know other stuff. I'm just saying that I personally would just release them. You know, we're going to 2022, and if it's not nothing positive, it's going to be positive in your life, then release it, y'all. If it's something that's not going to be positive in your life, let it go. Let it go. We have to. We have to let it go because if it's not good for us, why be miserable, right? I don't want to be miserable in 2022. I don't. I want my channel thriving. I want my teasers here. I want to be able to be working somewhere. I don't give a damn if it's temporary or not. I want to be able to provide for my kids. That's my goal for 2022. And get closer to the Lord, of course. Fendi said this is not the first time she has thrown it in his face. What she has done for him. Didn't know that, Fendi. I didn't know that. But see, like I said, I'm just going by what I've seen here recently, Fendi. You know, I've just seen here recently. At the same time, again, if she did throw in his face. I don't think that's cool. However, I'm sorry, I'm trying to see which way this piece got now. I'm gonna go. Um, However, it still doesn't give him a right to go over to another person's channel, a negative person's channel, and release information. You think, Fendi? I think he should have came to her and said, "Hey, why are you throwing this shit in my face?" That should have been a conversation. Why are you throwing this in my face after what you did for me in my face? You shouldn't do that. Don't throw that in my face. You did what you did. If you did what you did out of good, then you did what you did out of good. But don't throw it in my face. Not to go and double cross her and go give it to Hearing Voices and the rest of those ugly bitches. Wouldn't you agree, Fendi? That should have been a conversation. Why are you throwing this in my face, bitch? Don't throw nothing in my face because you did something for me. Yes, that would upset anyone as well. But again, it still doesn't give him the right to go to the enemy and give them her information. Wouldn't you guys agree? Wucha said, LOL. Nope. And Kiki, come sit by me. What did Santa bring you? Oh, yeah. Virtue said, hey, family. Hi, Virtue. All the emojis. And it's Miss ATL. I don't talk that muchish about people that give to me. I just stop effing with them. Come on now. That is maturity. I don't take that much money and not pay it back either, even if it is not a loan. Absolutely. And Mrs. ATL ain't so mature, so well spoken and so intelligent. I can tell you are a very intelligent woman. That's true. Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. Same way. Very much so. Just stop fucking with them. If they don't want to do right by you or want to do you wrong, that's why I was telling Marcella, let him make it. Let him make it. And don't bring him up again. Don't bring him up again in 2022. Move on. Let him make it. Let him go live his life. Kiki Whoop Child. She said, come sit by me in the bushes. George Ferguson says, Marie, yes, it is hard. It's hard-headed and disrespectful and ungrateful. He needs to stop burning bridges. He is burning his bridges, though. He is burning his bridges. I hate that he's done that because a lot of these women did care about him a lot. They really did care about him. And I think that maybe in the end, they were not giving him as much anymore. And he started feeling some type of way. That's what I think. Something had him to where he wanted to go over and give them this information. I think he had asked for something and they told him into the O. And he got pissed off and ran his ass over there and told them. That's what I think. He got tired of him, like she said, holding on to their titties. It's time for them to move on. They got husbands and the husband probably said, stop giving that motherfucker your damn money. I know my husband would, hopefully, because I do not want no what. Fuck boy, as a husband, okay? I want a motherfucker strong ass man to tell me, get that motherfucker shit. And he'll probably tell him, motherfucker, don't ask my wife for a goddamn thing. It's the husband I want. Virtue said, hey, boo, woo child. Woo child says, and Miss ATL understand, I'm not even talking about that much of a loan for a bank because don't come looking for me for shit. Woo child say, don't come looking for her for shit. Okay? Period. You know? That's just what she is. She said that's how she feels. Don't come looking for me for shit. Trinity 85 Love says, hey Bertree. Miss Marcella Boo says she's still here. She says Evangelist Val love and support. She loves and supports us all. I appreciate that. That's why I could not break him down. Our issues very personal. I could have told all personal things. I know I did not. Good. I'm glad you did, Miss Marcella. Let it go. Let it go and let him go. Let it go, Miss Marcella, and let him go. And ask the Lord to forgive you for if you did make him feel bad or hurt his feelings or whatever. But I would let him make it, Miss Marcella. Let him go. Because he screwed you, and people feel like you screwed him. Just let him go. Get him out your life. You don't need him there. You don't need him. You don't owe him anything. Nothing. And if you choose to apologize to him, yes, you can if you want to and accept his apology. But I will keep it moving. I will never speak to him again. I'm serious. You need to let him go, Miss Marcella. Let him make it. Mm-mm. No, because it's going to be more trouble in the future. It's going to be more trouble in the future because he still associates himself with Nosy and the rest of those folks. So I would let him make it. I wouldn't even accept his calls anymore after y'all have y'all chat. I would not accept any of his calls anymore. Miss Birch at ATL and not the hoes in different area codes. Yes, the hoes in different area codes. Miss Bircher is crazy. Dream or nightmare, pick one. Hopefully Kiki gonna help him out with rent now. She told me hopefully Kiki gonna help him out with rent now. I doubt it. Kiki ain't gonna help that with shit. He needs to be a man and man up and get a job. I don't care if you are in the LGBT community. They work too. You need to work, sir, and stop mooching off of every damn body. You need to stop. You're a man. Okay, and realize that you're not a little boy. And I know you had trauma in your life, but it's time to grow up and you need to get counseling if you feel like you need counseling. But you are a man. It's time for you to take care of yourself. Finney said, if it's so personal, then why schedule a public live? Miss Marcella, did you schedule a public live? Can I ask, did you schedule a public live for you and him to talk, speak, or did he just jump in the chat? I'd like to know. Does anyone know? Did you schedule a public live for him to come up and speak on your panel so y'all can kind of hash things out, or did he just jump in the chat, Miss Marcella? Can you verify? Can you confirm that for us, if you don't mind? While we wait for Miss Marcella, they say TDLN says, right there, Wu Child, we got to be best friends or close relatives. I am blessed that I have a job and I am employed and an employed husband. The pandemic put people on some situations. I guess it's hard out here for a pimp. Girl, Miss TDLN, you funny. Yes, it is. It's very hard out here for a pimp. It really is. And, God bless you and your husband. I'm glad y'all both are working. And, God bless your family, ATLN. That's great. Wucha says, Marcella has apologized. Princess has apologized. Mika has apologized. So Deb has yet to genuinely apologize and not follow up with but this is what you or they did to me. Yes, that's all I've seen from him, to be honest with y'all. Spending him. That's all I've seen from him. Trying to circumvent the process of the apology, getting to the apology. He wants to just jump straight to, something else. You know what I mean? He needs to apologize just like everyone else did. And a genuine apology at that. Maybe they would have helped him. I think he's upset because he can't no longer get any help. And he's upset because of the situation he's in now because he messed over that money. He should have paid his rent with it. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here, guys. Bertree, come on, stop doing that. Bertree is telling me, say, TIN. IJS. Y'all in those codes, honey. You gotta teach me those damn codes, those damn abbreviations. Which y'all and Miss ATL is then when you're trying to get this money for the rent. Jamie says the crazy shit, boy. When you're trying to get the money for that rent. Okay, here's Marcella. Penny, the lie was about YouTube beef and resolve. Read the title, please. Yes, I did read that title. And she said that it's about the YouTube beef, the final chapter. That's what it was called. That's what it was called. It was not a conversation with Mr. Dead. So dead. Okay? Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. It was called YouTube Beef Final Chapter. YouTube Beef Mess or something like that. The final chapter. She wanted to just get it out of here for 2022. And so he did pop up in that live. I figured that. Woo child, I spit out my wine. LOL. Woo child is crazy. Queen said, just stopping by to show support. I think Trees is about to go live. Queen, we have a new role here on University's channel. We decided that we're not going to promote anyone else's channel or come tell someone else that somebody's going live in on this platform because, and it's nothing against you, Queen. It's just that because I don't receive the same support back. We're trying to build my platform, and we're trying to actually rebrand it. And understand. Well, we talked about it earlier, and everybody says they have their notifications set so that when they see someone going live, they're gonna go over there and go live, Queena. But thank you. We just decided that we wanted to be respectful, and we're not saying you're disrespecting us or anything. We just wanted to, make sure that nobody's coming over to, how can I put it? Promote other folks' channels or pull folks from here to go to another live. They say they have their notifications set for the lives and that they'll go over there, but we're going to stay here and chill. We are. And whoever wants to go watch, that's fine, because I said I would never stop anybody from going to watch what they want to watch. But I'm not going to end my video, at this point. Right now, we're doing a commentary, and we're doing like a reaction to Marcella'S video, what happened to her, what happened to her live earlier. But we're rebranding the channel, actually, Queena. We're rebranding the channel, and that's one thing that we've decided to do. We said, well, we weren't going to be promoting a lot of folks' channels and stuff on this platform because we can't get the same thing in return. And that's no offense to Trees or anyone else, because she's a very busy lady, So that's what we decided to do. And, hope that you stay with us, and stay subscribed to the channel. But we're trying to rebrand it because we're getting ready to do some new things over here, So again, guys, if you want to decide to go there, I have no problem with that at all. But I'm going to continue this commentary video right quick. That's what I'm going to do. I love all of you guys, and you know that. Let's keep it moving. Mr. Marcella Booth said, I read it. And Marcella Booth, I read it. Oh, she read it, she said. Wendy K smiling. Miss ATL and Queena, she got rules. No shouting out others on the chat. People were checked earlier. We just been having a lot of problems with that, Queena. People just popping up into my chat and either promoting their own channel or, promoting other folks' channels. And again, I can't get the same thing in return. And I don't think that's fair to me. How can I get monetized if all of my folks, I'm sending all of my folks to someone else's channel? I need to get monetized, and I need to get my platform built up. We're starting from the bottom, going to the top. That's what we're trying to do, right? We're starting from the bottom, going to the top. We're on our way up. How does song say? We're on our way up. Yeah. Oh, Louisiana lady, hi. Oh my God, I love her name. I know I love that accent too. I love that Louisiana accent, yeah. Fendi, he went live first. Oh, Wu Child's telling Fendi that he went live first. So, Fendi, you hear that he went live first. Hello, Marie and Teasers. Thank you, Louisiana, for stopping on through here. Wu Child, hey there, Louisiana. Wu Child, Bertree says, at Trinity Love. Hey, 85 Love. Fendi says, at Wu Child, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Is that your friend? 2 wrongs don't make a right, Fendi. You're right. 2 wrongs don't make a right. It really doesn't. A tit for tat. I know it's a tit for tat, but, that's between them, and hopefully they had that conversation, and I hope they can get past it. But again, I would not fool with them anymore. That's just me. I wouldn't. I would forgive them, but I won't forget. And I would say, thank you, sir, for your service, and thank you for being my friend, or whatever you want to call it, and goodbye, and have a nice life. That's what I would do. Dream, Trinity 85, hello. Dreamer Nightmare Pick One says, people always say, if you ain't helping me or paying my bills, don't say ish. That's not the case here. Help was given. Yes, it was. Help was given. Now, what they did with the help, I'm not sure. But I know one damn thing, they were unappreciative. They were unappreciative. I can tell you that. Because if they appreciated it, they would have never went over there and gave those women that information. Period. He would have done that. Period. He would have done that. But they go to show you some evil folks in the damn world. And even selfish ass folks in this world. Scandalous folks in this world. People. I'm telling you. It is. I had to learn the hard damn way. Please don't be naive like I was when I was younger. Please. Now I'm hip to my game, my peep game. Oh, yes, I do. And he is one person that I would not want to associate myself with any longer, especially after he did me. Oh, hell, now you got one time to fuck me. Oh, yes. He is nice, but he got size. He don't acknowledge it all the time. Yeah, he may be nice. And I believe that when he's sober, Mrs. ATL and I bet he is the nicest person in the world. I bet he is. And I bet you, even with that, he's probably nice. It's just that, he has issues, he has trauma, and I have trauma, and a lot of other folks have trauma. So I can't totally blame him for, the way he's acting right now because he has trauma. He needs to seek professional help, counseling. He really does. I bet you will help him a lot. I really do. I think it will help him a lot. I do. Wendy K said, that's all he has shown us. Wu Child says, I agree, offended, but he also can't speak on her and expect her to keep quiet. Right. Stop over talking people. Stop over talking people. He spoke on her, so why she can't speak on him? She had to come back and, just come back at her. Sometimes it's good to cool, be chill and don't do it, but sometimes we can't bite hold our fucking tongue, especially when they trying to dog us out and shit. Like, motherfucker, I gave you this, you gonna do me like this? That's why I would say too. I would say, you did me like this after I done this for you. This is how you repay me. That would be wrong. Kiki said, dream or nightmare, pick one. See, you don't even know I don't like so dumb. She said, see, you don't even know I don't like so dumb. Know me before you address me. Okay, that's the dream of pick one. People always say, if you ain't helping me or paying my bills, don't say ish. That's not the case here. Help was given. Okay, and Kiki said, dream nightmare one. See, you don't even know I don't like so dumb. Know me before you address me. Okay. Let's keep that one on, boy. And guys, you're more than welcome to speak your opinions in the chat. And ladies, I don't want us to argue because we are grown, and everybody has they're entitled to their own opinion. So, hey, I'm not here to referee anything, and hopefully it doesn't go any further than this. I just hope that it, can be worked out and talked about, like have a conversation like we're doing right now. Okay, guys. This is Miss Commentary. Hi. Get this commentary. How are you doing? Guys, Kiva, I think Kiva's in the house. You doing okay? What we're doing today is we're just basically doing commentary on Marcella'S last video, pretty much. We're just doing our reactions to it, and the reaction to how So Deb acted, and I just basically said he overtalked her. She could not get an answer out. He would ask her a question, then as soon as she give her the answer, she'll say, I was walking to the store. Boom. Blah, 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 blah. She couldn't even answer. So what was the use of him asking her the question if he would not allow her to answer? But we do have some of his fans here, and they love him, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that, But I do think that he does need professional help. And I think that his channel would, and if he disassociates himself with those hoes over there, his channel would probably revamp. Get back up to where it was previously. I really do. But he has to disassociate himself with them, and he has to get him some professional help, period. Fendi says that, well, child, I agree. Both are being immature. Somebody has to be the bigger person and stop this cycle. That's right. And what did I tell Marcella? She can forgive him, but she needs to leave him where he is. I don't send him a dollar. I don't talk to him anymore after that conversation. If she decides to have a conversation with him, or she could just drop him today and be done with it. That's what I would do. Especially since you gave my information out, I would just leave you right where you are, sir. That would be my thing. Because I don't want to be around scandalous people. It brings bad vibes, bad vibes. And we say we want to do positive vibes over here now. Bad vibes. Um, let's see here. Bertree, she's saying, hey, Kiki. Bertree's telling Angel Beehive, Miss ATL says, if I ever give a loan, I write a contract. That's right. Absolutely, you have to do that. If you ever loan anyone some money, guys, and you are expecting it back, make sure that they write and sign that they received this money for you and the date that they are intended on paying you back and their signature. And you can even have it notarized if you like. Yes. That way you can sue that as a court if it's a large sum of money, or even if it's a small sum of money, depending on what you feel is large, substantial enough to go to court for. Or Kiki says, but I'll pay you back. I'll pay you. I'm sorry, let me push this up. Kiki said, but I'll pay you back in two. I don't know what money is that. What's a needed dream or a not pick one? Okay, I understand. I'll pay you back pay you back to that was a needed dream or a nightmare. Pick one. Yeah, guys, hope y'all can work that out. I really do. Miss ATLian says, hey, Kiva. And Noah says, hey, Kiva, hon. Stand by, guys. Everybody speaking to Kiva. Dreamer Nightmare says, hey, Kiki, I don't need to know you. You was addressing Marcella'S, so I address you. Bella's word, hey, Kiva. Come get this commentary at Miss ATLian stand and in the Noah Glow. Kiki says, hey, Bertree. When the case says done. It's done. Kill it. Because we're all grown here and, like we said, we're having a conversation here. We don't want y'all arguing or anything like that. So let's keep the conversation going, guys, shall we? And let's see how we can, what's the results going to be from today's live? What should she do? Or what should he do? Bertie says, hey, Kiva. Dreamer Nightmare Pick One said, I stand on what I said, period. I understand. You understand. You have your opinion. Come get this commentary, Kiva. Everyone speaking to her. Woo child. Bertree is giving eyeballs to Kiki. Okay. Miss ATLian says, I think Marcella'S should continue doing her content and not get sucked in. Right. I am making lasagna this week. I think so too, Miss ATLian. She needs to continue doing her content. She needs to ignore those folks and move on. We're going into 2022. Okay, folks? And like I said with this channel, we are taking it. What we said about this channel, guys, we are taking it to a positive direction, right? We said every now and then we're going to read, but we're going to take this channel to positive direction and we're going to get monetized quickly, right, guys? Put a 1 in the chat if you think we're going to be monetized within 1 or 2 months. Put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you think we're going to be monetized within 1 or 2 months. Put a 1 in the chat. And while y'all think about it, I'm going to read Charlie. Dream or Nightmare Pick One. You said she addressed Marcella, not your ass. Not STFU. Okay. Okay. All right. Gloria says, hello, Marie. Have a happy new year. I wish you good health to all. Thank you, Gloria, so much. Thank you. Guys, I want y'all to, hey, Menacing Vibes, I want you all to try to get along in the chat, please. It's not even about us. Can you believe that? Not even about us. It's about 2 other people. So we can do this, guys. We can do this. It's not even about us. It's about 2 other people. I don't want y'all getting into it about 2 other folks who's even ours, So let's try to, hope y'all guys can get over it, and, make amends on the channel. I love both of y'all. I love all of y'all. Let's try to keep it positive, can we? Hey, Gloria. Let's see here. Woo child. Oh my goodness, this doggone computer. Woo child say, hello there, Gloria Nelson and Menacing Vibes. Menacing Vibes. How are you? Precious love. Let's see here. Kiki. Kiki says, Bertie, I'm being good. I got in trouble already. She said she's being good. She got in trouble already. Okay. And Woo Child, I've been on my best behavior. Hopefully we can stay respectful. Great. That sounds great. I hope y'all can stay respectful. Wonderful. Thank you so much, guys, for even thinking about it. I really appreciate it. LOL. Oh, okay. Dream Minutes and Vibes. Oh, Dream or Nightmare Pick One is speaking to Minutes and Vibes. Hey, sis. Which I said, thank you, a dream or nightmare, pick one. Great. Minister Vaz says, I just want this itch to be over. Because this gone too far already. I'm sick of CC content creators talking about each other for clicks and views. Some are starting beef or inserting themselves. True that, Minister Vibes. True that. You know? And I'm telling Marcella, if she's still here, let him make it. And like you said, we went into 2022 on positive vibes where we're going to support each other. Period. You know, we're in this game to win it. Everybody's in here trying to, do their thing, have their channel made up. Y'all know me. And I want to be around positive people, Like I said, Minister Val, I don't want to be around scandalous people, I really don't. And I think that Marcella should just release him from her life, period. Just let it go. And Miss Val, I know you want to be a mediator. I know you do. I know you love both of them. But I think she should just release him. It's nothing. She should have nothing else for him at this point. That's my opinion. But I love Miss Val. Hi, Infamous Megan. He can get a role on The Wizard of Oz as Cowardly Lion. Yes, LOL. Yes. Sir, go ahead and get on with your life. Go ahead and get on with your life. Leave Marcella alone. Let her live her life. Because Miss Marcella, she's making changes for 2022. And she just said it's the final chapter of the YouTube beef in these streets. And I hope it is for us as well. We want to we're bringing positive vibes over here, And I think that this chat today was really awesome. Don't you guys think so? I think it was really awesome. I think it was mature. And I think that it was just simple grown folks having a conversation. I like that. Thank you guys for being very respectful too. Bertie said, let's hit the like button, subscribe, and cash app. Hit the cash app, guys. Girl, I just love saying that. We some begging bitches over here. I'm sorry. I had to say that. That shit is so hilarious to me. Minister Vibes, Dream of Nightmare, pick one, says, hey. Minister Vibes is speaking to you, Dream of Nightmare, pick one. Let's see here. Miss ATL and said, yo, Megan. Hey, Infamous Megan, how you doing, precious love? Everybody speaking to Minister Vibes and Megan. And Bella's word said, Minister Vibes, I agree. Benny said, I love how Marie says everything with a beautiful smile, even the shady stuff. And yes, bitch, whoop your ass. No, just kidding. I love all of y'all. Thank you so much, Bendy. I appreciate it. Miss ATL said, exactly. Sometimes if someone does not add value, he or she is expendable. Just wish them well. That's right. Wish them well. Wish him well, Miss Marcella. Wish him well. If he can't have a conversation in private, don't do it. Don't do it. Because evidently it's a reason why he wants to go live. And I honestly think that hoe over there telling him to go live so he can try to call himself reading you or doing something to you. I won't even go live with him anymore. I will not accept him in my StreamYard anymore. Ever. So please, Ms. Marcel, listen to us. Let him make it. Let him make it. If Miss Megan laughing, let his ass make it. Excuse my friend. Let him make it. You don't have to have him around. Let him make it. He didn't already did wrong. He didn't already went over there, gave you information out. No conversation for you. Sir, I forgive you. Goodbye. That's all you need to tell him. Kiki said, even the shady stuff, just like a Pisces. Yes, Pisces. Yes. Everybody speaking to Infamous Megan and Woo Child, Bella's World, Infamous Megan. Oh man, I went too damn far. Hold up, I wanted to see what that said. Excuse me, guys. Vinny said, I agree, Marie. And MTL is saying, not ugly bitches. Yes. Gloria Nestor say, Marcella needs to let So Debonair go and live her life and put it in God's hands. Yes, Gloria. He needs to go. She needs to let him live his life and put it in God's hands. Stop being so damn nice to that motherfucker. We already seen how he did you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got it back when you told everybody what you gave him. But at the same time, you already know. You see what type of dude he is. You see what kind of man he is. So that means I will release him. You don't want to. You don't want that type of person around you, especially coming in 2022. We're saying positive vibes. Okay, come on now. And y'all pump me up to want to get my own business one day. Miss Marcella pumps me up, and y'all pump me up for my channel. So let's all stay positive and let's get it. We said we was gonna get to work. Let's get to work. You hear me? We're getting this platform, getting our platform up to the top. You know. Bertie said, "Bella's World, hi." She just saying, "That's Bella's World." Unapologetic Mika, how are you? How you doing? How you feeling? Are you feeling better, unapologetic Mika? Bella's World. Influence Megan, same to you. Thank y'all for y'all service as well. Thank y'all for y'all service. Look at me doing like Heva. We're gonna try to bug my eyes. My eyes always, excuse me, low. Gosh. I drank a Coke today. That's why it sure felt good. That motherfucker was good too. No, I ain't gonna drink no damn Coke. And say when he get in the 12-step program, it will all make sense one day. That's right, Miss ATL, and I'm telling you, once he get rid of those, disassociate himself with those people, and get into a 12-step program, that man is gonna be all right. And he just need prayer. He needs really hardcore prayer where we get intercept and make sure that he doesn't get back on that alcohol. And I bet you his platform goes back up, and maybe he will have a sincere apology at that time. I'm sorry, guys. Trinity 85 say, "Hey, Anne Marie. Hey, precious love. How are you?" Oh my goodness. Woo child. Hey, unapologetic Mika. Everybody speaking to Mika. Bella's Ward say, "Hey, Bertree." When the case say, "Right." Unapologetic gotta say, "Always looking gorgeous." Oh my goodness. I'm tired. You see, I got on my robe. You ready to take a shower here shortly? Mika. Everybody's calling Mika. Bertree say, "Hey, Wendy K." And then Noah Glow say, "Unapologetic Mika. Hey, hon." Everybody speaking to each other. Let's get it on down here. Yeah. Charlie say, "Woo, child, that girl sitting next to you is my sister. Keep her on mute. See you later." Look at that, Charlie. Yes, indeed. Charlie, we love you. We love you so much. And if I had Mika say, "Hey, Bertree." And then Noah Glow says, "And Bertree, hey, boo." And if I had Glow say, "Hey, Glow." Okay. And Charlie, she's being good. Woo child tell me she's being, that Woo child is hilarious, I tell you. Bertree, Charlie. Charlie. Hey, Charlie, you still here? Thank you for staying. Minister Vi says he acts that way because he was over in the basement talking about them, and he was trying to fit in by talking about them too. Matter of fact, you brought up. Wait, matter of fact, you were brought up in her last live. Me, Minister Vi. Give me the tea, Minister. Minister Vi saying she keep talking. And Minister Vi, she keep talking. What she say? What did she say, man, about Marie? That's what Wendy K says. What did she say? That's totally understandable, Marie. Yes, in the glow. You know what I always say. See, I'm trying to be positive. Please. Me trying to be positive. Me trying to be positive. What she say, Minister Vi? Come on, give it to me. Do you feel like giving it to me? If you don't have to, if you don't want to. I like it right where I'm at. Thank you, Trinity 85. Unapologetic me to say that's true, Marie. I agree. Yes. Minister Vi. Plus, we're comfortable and don't feel like driving. LOL, right? Yes. If you want to stand in the bush, stand in the bush. You want to come on down, come on down. Thank you guys for the emojis. I love it. She said, "That's unfortunate, Marie." I'm not worried about those bitches over there, Mika. Yeah. Yeah, that's completely understandable. A lot of content creators do the same as far as no promoting. Right. No promoting, Minister Vi says, "Yes, ma'am, she can. She don't know nothing about Marie, and I know she don't want that smoke." Oh, no, she doesn't, Auntie. But I wish y'all would give me that tea. I really do. And he has some of the wrong people in his ears. Oh, yes, he does have some of the wrong people in his ears. And they're the ones who's telling him to go live, instead of having a private conversation. They want to know what's being said between him and Marcella. They want to know. That's why he wants to go live. And he just is silly. Listening to that little girl. He just is silly. He's just a silly. He don't want a real relationship. I don't really think he wants a real relationship with her. I think he wants to get on live and try to embarrass her and talk crap to her for those hoes over there. I really do. I need to go over there and check it out. Hey, another one done diva, my partner in crime. How are you? That's my partner in crime, yeah. Yeah. Another one done diva, this damn thing. You don't stop. Woo Cha said, hey, another one done diva. And Woo Cha Minister Vibes. Hey, Queens. Wendy K, hey, 901 done diva. Everybody speaking to freaking Deacon 901 done diva. Yes. Unapologetic Mika. She's speaking to Kiva. And Dun 901 Dun Diva. Everybody speaking to Mika and Dun Diva. Uh, Mika and Dun Diva. They want to argue. 901 Dun Diva said they want to argue. Yes, they do. They want to argue. That's what Miss Wendy K said. Come on, Miss Wendy K. But you know how we do. We stomp some what? Head to the concrete, okay? Hello. Yes, I see those ones in the chat. Yes, yes. Got those ones. Yes. I'm so late on this damn chat. Let me see here. Gloria says, so debonair talk over everyone. He is so disrespectful. And like Danny Robinson said, ladies, stop coloring that man, child. Yes. Hey, Marcella'S daughter. Yes, she say. 901 done. Diva love and menacing vibes. And woo, child, you holding it down up in here, don't you? I love it. You're doing an awesome job. Oh, yes. She does an awesome job. I love her. It's my mod. Her and Diane. I love them both. Damn, Marie must be way behind in the chat. Fuck yeah, let me get my fat ass on down here. Shit. Oh, I went that far down. Yeah, I am. Okay, let's just get on down here. Yes, I will, child. Oh, hold on, Miss Marcella'S down here. Right, Marie. He wants to try to embarrass me, but he won't. He was about to cry. He's in trouble. He said he loved me, and they are mad at me and mad at him. I know they are. But I will not feel no kind of way about that, Miss Marcella. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I know you're a nice lady, but it's time to let him off your titty. Let him off your titty and let him get back over there with them hoes and let them take care of him. Please don't associate yourself with him anymore, Miss Marcella. It's only going to cause more drama on your side. I'm telling you. It's going to only make them come after you more. Leave him where he is. You can let him get his diaper and his bottle and leave his ass over there, drop his ass at the doorstep over there with them hoes and leave him there. Please. Barbara Warren said he was crying. I saw a rib. I don't give a shit if he's crying because I think he's full of shit. Okay? That's just my opinion. He's really about to cry. Now, he's about to cry because it's something up. He's doing bad and he needs something. That's what I think. He's doing bad and he needs something. So now he loves her. He has issues for real. Right, Don Diva? Your ass went over there and gave him all the information, talking shit about her. And now you want to cry? Hell no. Don't believe the hype, Miss Marcella. Don't. She said, I promise I'm done. No more talking money. I will leave him right there. That's right, Marcella. Because he's going to make your channel look bad and make you look bad. And I seen some of your folks in there talking shit to you. I seen them people, and I want to get with them. But that's okay. They'll get over it. Just leave him where he is, Miss Marcella. Leave him where he is. And you will not have any more problems coming 2022, honey. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Barbara says, LOL. Oh, yeah. Now you want to cry a river. I'm crying no damn rivers now because your ass is up. Something's up, Miss Marcella. Something is up. Why you can't talk to me in private? Because they want to see what the fuck he's saying to you. Yeah, them tears is how he get his money. Yes. You hear that? Those tears are how he get his money, Miss Marcella. And Miss Marcella is very pure. But I want you to stand firm, Miss Marcella, and don't give him a motherfucking dollar. And Miss Marcella, let him go. Cut the fucking umbilical cord. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it, Miss Marcella. Cut it. It's time to leave him. Let him go. You ain't got to have no conversation with him. You're a grown woman. You don't have to have a conversation with that man. He ain't your husband. You don't have to have a goddamn thing with him. You don't owe him shit. Cut it. Period. Oh, his friends are in my comments cussing me out. I've been deleting them. I know. They can tell them the kiss show. Ruby black ass, brown ass, black ass, whatever. I say my black ass, and sometimes I say brown ass. Yes. That's what I need. He is very disrespectful to women. Period. Yes, Miss Marcella. Are you hearing me, Miss Marcella? Please. Don't do yourself. Don't do yourself. Let that man make it. You don't owe him a goddamn thing. You don't owe him a damn thing. You don't owe him shit. You don't owe him a conversation. You don't owe him a dollar. You don't, if anything, they owe you something. All let them sit right over there with them bald headed motherfucking bitches. Let them sit right there. Mr. Val, he wasn't invited to Marcella'S live, just as he wasn't invited to Rabbits yesterday. Make it make sense. Yes. Nobody called you like you're a guest or you're getting interviewed, motherfucker. You always running your ass up on somebody's live. And they're sending you there. And I know they are sending you there. I know they're sending you there. But just like I'm telling those bitches over there who I was in their conversation, you can kiss my ass, and I'm not the bitch you want to fuck with. Okay, it's still 2022, y'all. We are taking the challenge to a positive vibe, but I'm telling these bitches, in 2021, you can kiss my ass, and you will never beat my ass, bitch, and you will never win with this mouth. Good morning. So whatever they said over there, stop hating, you ugly bitches. Stop hating. You ugly bitches. Miss Glamour said, we see you can't help no one who don't help their self. That's right. Yes. When did Kay say nada? Miss Marcella, nada. Please don't entertain him, Miss Marcella. Cut him. Block him. If he has your phone number, block his ass. If he is on your Instagram, block him. Minister Vaughn says that Wu Child, he's not, he's not. But the minute his name is mentioned, he comes. But Sean David Wade last night red like right through him. Oh, yes. Sean gonna tear that ass up. You know that. Onion Pettinger Mika says, hit the like button. Guys, please hit the like button. And you don't hit the cash app, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, guys. Please. I really would appreciate it. Step out the church, hit the like button, step on back in here. We're gonna be here when you get back. Hit the like button. Yes. Yes. Minister Vibes, what's the question? Element left my ass off. Marcella's people are dogging him all day. Marcella's daughter said people have been dogging him all day. Well, he's wrong for that. Why you gotta have a conversation with her on live? I don't understand that. Why you can't have it in private? If you really care about her, you love her, like you said, I love myself. Well, you can have a private conversation with her. The hell you need to be on live for, sir? What question at Barbara Warren? Minister, what's the question, Ellen? She's like, what question, Barbara Warren? Mm-hmm. Yes. Them hoes say whatever they want about me. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm a grown woman, Precious. And you should be a grown woman too, Body May. You should be a clean woman, Body May. Mm-hmm. Yes. I told you should be banned because of that house and that head. OMG, Wu Child, tell her the question. She said, OMG, Wu Child, tell her the question. And said, oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about from last night on Sean David Wade. Ooh, I need to start watching Sean David Wade sometimes. Gosh, Marcella's daughter, she got check, check, check. Yes. Check, check, check. This was a great live. It really is. Minister Vibe says, yes. Yes. I missed that live. I need to go back and see it. Huh? I need to get around. But, like I say, right now I'm working on my channel. I'm working on my platform. And I'm trying to rebrand it. So, I'm not going to go see it, actually. Right now I'm trying to work and try to be able to establish what I want to do as far as the physical, the computer, and, mentally, what I want to say. Which y'all say, yes, the last few days for him have been another downward spiral, just like the last one, when he was in the basement, drunk, calling women black bitches, and said Danny doesn't take care of her 7 kids. Right. Sir, you need to go back to the basement. I bet you can't go live with them, can you? I bet they haven't invited you into their home, have they? But Marcella has given you things. And this is how you repay her? To go give them basement living bitches the dirt, the tea on her? Wrong for that. You are wrong for that, sir. You're wrong for it. Yes, you are. You're wrong for it. So true, Marcella's daughter said. So true. Yes. Marcella, if you're here, please, please cut the umbilical cord. Let him make it. It's over. It's over. Let him go. You see what he did to you today. He tried to overtalk you and try to talk shit on the sly. Let him go. Please, Miss Marcella, I'm begging you. Let him go. That's all. That's all I'm saying. What do you guys think about this? Um, how about today's chat? I'm here. It's over. I promise. I'm glad, Miss Marcella. I'm very glad. Yeah, Miss Marcella said it's over. She promised. I'm so glad. Let him make it. Him, all of them. Let all of them make it. Let all of them make it. That way, your life will be cleansed of all that evil and scandalous folks. And you'll feel good about doing your life. You can say, "Hi, James. Hi, James," in peace. You're able to say, "Hi, James," in peace, without having stuff on your mind because of them folks. Blank them out your mind. Ask the Lord to get rid of them. Be done with them. All of them. Just move them out your life. Move them out your life. She laughing. "Hi, James. Yes. We start out with the inspiration of first. Okay. Yes, I got Miss Marcella down pat. I'm glad you're smiling, Miss Marcella. I'm glad you're smiling. We shall say, "Hi, James. How are you?" Yes. But before we start, you know what we do. Today's inspiration, it's going to be to let scandalous, unappreciative motherfuckers go. Okay? And that is the inspiration of the day, Miss Marcella. Let them go out of your life. Don't think twice again about them. Let it go. No matter what they say about you, Miss Marcella, ignore it. Ignore it. Okay, James? We're going to ignore it, James. Okay? Ignore these negative people. Just like they said, Karen Barson was talking about me over there at her channel, I'm going to ignore it. I can get with that bitch and break her on down, but I'm going to ignore it, James. Yes. Gary said, "I respect you, Marcella." Yes, I respect her too. I respect all of y'all. Good night, Fendi. I respect all of y'all. Please do at Marcella Booth Davis. Yes. Yes, James. We're going to what? Teasers. We're going to forget about that because, I could go over there and do the foodio. Guess what? We're rebranding my channel, bitches. And you won't get me in there because, girl, it is still 2022. I bet you if I ask them teasers tonight, should I read it out? They're gonna say 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. They're gonna be doing a robot. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. I know y'all will. Good night, Fendi. Thank you so much for joining the chat. We love you so much. And thank you for being a great sport. Marcella's daughter, yeah. Teacups in the building. Yes. Okay, Gems. And we're going to let this go, Gems. We're going to let this go. Positive vibes, Gems. Yes. Thank you, Bertree. Positive vibes, Gems. And I thank you for joining, Miss Marcella. I didn't know how you knew I was doing this read. Maybe you got your notification set as well. But I'm glad, not a read, but, this reaction, commentary to your video. But I wanted to talk about it because I was very upset how they were doing. Marcella cut him off of them titties. She said, "Cut him off them titties." Yes. Minister Vibes said, "You're bigger than that, Marie. Pay that whole dust with her hairline in the center of her head." You're right, Minister Vibes. Thank you so much. And you always tell me that. That's why I'm going to let it make it. We're on another mission, Minister Vibes. Yes, we're going to get monetized soon. You watch. Wu Child said, "We're going to say, no, don't read them." Thank you, Wu Child. We're not going to read them. We're going to ignore those hoes. They want attention. And they want a view. And that's something they would never get from me. You're not going to get no view from me, baby. That's out. No, ma'am. Okay, that was my last one. Yes. Yes. Not the LeBron James hairline. Minister I said my last one. Girl, you crazy. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. That is so wonderful. Ah, gee. That's right. That was my last one. You bald headed, you quit. Let me get out. You bald headed ass, dirty house having ass, maggot house, roaches, rats, cats, dogs. I got chickens, rats, cats, dogs, rats, maggots, everything in buzz fleas. Look at me. Now I got crawler green screens. What she said? I got greens, ham, chicken. No, they got fleas, maggots, roaches, everything in that motherfucker, right? And that's my last one too, Miss About. That's my last one. That's my last one, y'all. This is my last one, but I just had to release it. That's my last one. Say what you want to say, how? Mm-hmm. Say what you want to say. You can't get my attention because I'm a grown woman, okay? And honestly, none of y'all compared to none of my teasers. Zero. All the teasers are beautiful over here, honey. Every one of them. Every one of them. You say, Marie, give them the face, and that's it. Okay. There go that face. Mm-hmm. Yes, Gary said, give him the face, and that's it. Marcella's daughter, yes. Virtue said, not Braun hairline. Yes, she's. Marcella says, thank you, Mija. Apologetic say, Marie, yes. That girl said, LeBron hairline. And baby, he got a hairline on him, don't he? Got a hairline on him. Yes, that was so awesome. Oh my goodness, it was awesome. That was fun as hell. I'm serious. Funny as hell. Oh, yes. I said, y'all so crazy. Yeah, girl, that shit was funny as hell, though. That minutes by. She told me, okay, that's my last one. Oh, my God, that was so funny. Oh, my goodness. I love all of y'all, guys. All of y'all, And I'm excited again. And I can't wait to see y'all mañana. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. Um, I just think that tonight's live was really good and positive. What do you guys think? Put a one in the chat if you think today's live was kind of positive, was positive, and was going towards the route we want to go. Put a one in the chat if you think that's what we actually did tonight. And put a two in the chat if you think we still need, which I know we still need to do more work on. Put a one in the chat if you think that today's live was heading towards the way we wanted to go as far as taking the channel, our platform. I'm done with y'all tonight. Mika said, girl, Mika, you so funny. My prayers, you love. Woo, child, I'm going to be sober and get spitting out and keep spitting out wine. Yes, indeed. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Bertrand. But that shit was funny, though. It was. All right. Yes. One. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Bertrand. Thank you, Wendy K. Thank you, Marcella'S. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Woo Child. Thank you, Apologetic Mika. Thank you, Trinity 85. Let's go on up here a little bit more. Thank you, guys, because like I said, I want to have my channel up to where it's positive and keep it moving. One. We are work in progress. Yes, we are. We are working in progress, because we can cuss and we can do the folio, but I don't want my channel to run that way. I want my channel to run to where we can get monetized sooner and have more giveaways and listen to music sometimes, Club Kiva. Oh my goodness, I love her, Club Kiva. Oh my God, Club Kiva is the shit. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, here we listen to the blues. And Wu Child birthday said, and Bertie, I said that was my last one. Yeah, it's so crazy. Oh my God. So everybody says a one. Thank you, Gary, because it means a lot to me for Gary. She always try to tell me to be very positive. All of y'all. So I'm glad we did have a great. Oh yeah, Club Kiva gives me life. She does. She gives me life as well. And she helps me a lot with my IT stuff. She does. Woo Child helps me a lot with all the social media stuff because I didn't know shit. Oh yes. Yes, Club Kiva be having me hype. Yes. Club Kiva be having me hype. Yes, indeed. Yes. But I just wanted to come on and, have our commentary on Mrs. Marcella'S video. It made me upset because this guy was not shutting the hell up and would not let her talk on her own platform. Be quiet, sir. You're on somebody else's platform. I don't want to keep y'all long, but you know how we do. We always on this bitch for 2 hours, and we've been on here for 2 hours. Can y'all believe that shit? We've been on here for 2 damn hours. That is crazy, huh? But I love y'all so much, and I know y'all got things to do, and I know y'all probably want to go watch other things on YouTube, and I'm not going to keep you guys, okay? I just want to come on here, take care of my business with my live, my commentary, and the reaction. Please like the video. If you think the video was great tonight, please like it, guys. I really would appreciate it. You all put a one in the chat that this was a positive video, and I appreciate it. Yes, Club People be having me hype. Yes, she do, baby. She has me hype. You hear what Wu Child says? Thanks for being here, teasers. Good night, love, and peace, and stay wild. Woo, I wish I could say that every time I get off of here. Oh my God, Trinity. It gives me life when you say that, girl. Peace. She says peace and stay wild. Yes. Thank you, Miss Barbara Warren. Thank you so much, everyone. I guess we got. Thank you, unapologetic Mika. I love you so much, and I hope you feel better. I really do. Be a boss and not a boss, bitch. Yeah, that's my girl there. Be a boss. I gotta learn how to share the goddamn video. Yeah. And so, I want to put one of her videos in my community tab. Okay, you. Let me stop. We were doing good, so Marie, hold that tongue. Because this was a positive live tonight, guys. I thank you all for joining me. Good night, everyone. Good night, my kind folks. Good night, good night, good night. I'll definitely will see y'all tomorrow, mañana. Definitely will see y'all mañana, honey. Yes, I will see y'all mañana. Everyone sleep well or have a good night. I'm going to go on and watch a couple of channels myself. Just get up there and lay down and just watch a couple of channels until I go to sleep. I like to watch that thunder and rain. That thunder and rain have me. Try the thunder and rain, guys. It's one called Thunder Sounds instead of all that rain, because the rain make you have to pee. But you just get that thunder. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. I just love that, like a thunder sound. Good night, beautiful. Thank you, Apologetic Mika. You should try the thunder too. Uh, Miss Bertie says, yes, we love you, Auntie. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the cash app, guys, on the way out. Love you guys. That Virgil is something else. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, she is. Where's her thing? Thank you guys. I appreciate you all joining me. Please like the video, subscribe if you're a newcomer. If you're in the bushes, you're new. Please subscribe. Again, we're rebranding the channel, and I'm glad you guys like this live tonight. And we will have more commentary and more reaction videos coming up soon. Okay. I have to have a plan to go to sleep. Great. I love it. Love it, Mika. It works. Love you in the Noah Glow. I love you so much. Love all of you guys. And thank you guys for the positive feedback for the tonight's commentary. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, let's go see what's going on in these UT streets. Until mañana, adios. I'm gonna play my